Yo, what's up? I'm Yasmin Williams, and I'm here at Nonesuch today to go through some of my favorite records. Let's get to it. This first one is by McCraven, In These Times. I will never forget when I first heard this record. It is insane. It apparently took him 10 years to finish, which I believe it because there's so many different textures going on. It's otherworldly. I remember hearing it, I think it was the day it came out because I was anticipating it. And I listened to the entire thing and I absolutely cried. It was really an emotional experience for me. Just to hear kind of someone who clearly is a master at what they do. And he clearly just put so much time and effort and energy and blood and sweat and tears into this record. And yeah, it's turned into one of my favorite records of all time. Like for me, it's up there with Marvin Gaye. It's up there with Nina Simone's greatest records. It's just, it's up here for me. So yeah, thank you Makaya for making such beautiful music. Ghost Song by Cécile. This was the first record I'd ever heard from her, and I don't remember who recommended it to me, but thank goodness they did because her voice is insane. She can hit any note I think that exists with limited effort, it seems, and some of the songs on here are some of my favorite songs like ever. Like Thunderclouds is an incredible song. It was my ringtone for a while. So I love it. I heard it every day. Anyway, yeah, this is probably one of my favorite jazz records that's been released within the last decade or so. I don't want to say I have a favorite jazz vocalist, but if I had to pick one, it's probably Cécile. So yeah. An Ancient Observer is a record I first heard, I feel like I was a teenager, maybe, and I'd never heard anything like it. I really took inspiration from how the vocals in the record are lyricless. The voice is used more of as an instrument, an embellishment of sorts, and it conveys a story without words, which is kind of what I try to do. So I took great inspiration in that. And man, if I had to pick, I love all of these songs, but I love the new Baroque songs. It really kind of creates kind of a new take on Baroque music in general. And I remember listening to this a lot in college because I was a music theory major at NYU, and I had to take these kind of boring counterpoint classes. So I would listen to this as inspiration while I was doing my counterpoint homework, which may or may not have been good for my GPA, but it was good for my mental health. Owl Song. This hasn't been out long, but this is definitely one of my favorite records I've heard in a long time. The use of space in this record is really inspirational. As someone who kind of struggled for a long time in my music with creating space and feeling like I have to have some sort of movement all the time in my music, and listening to this, I really grew to appreciate the value of just silence and subtlety and patience and pacing throughout a record. And yeah, this record kind of shows a mastery of also kind of ensemble work. It seems like the three of them have been playing together forever. It's incredible, and Ambrose's trumpet playing is really inspirational. It's so, like, the subtle beauty of the record is really awe-inspiring to me personally. Yeah, I'll remember this one for a long time. The last one, Sam Amidon's self-titled record. Oh my God, this record's done so much for me. So pretty much this record kind of single-handedly got me into old-time music and banjo playing. So I bought a banjo years ago. This was the first banjo that I ever bought. And I sold it because I was frustrated with my lack of progress. I was making progress, but I was younger and impatient and silly at that point in my life. And I remember hearing this record for the first time, and I immediately bought a banjo again because I was just like, this is sick. This I don't know what this is. I don't know what kind of music this is, but I had never heard a song like Cuckoo on here before, and it helped me find the one by Clarence Ashley, I believe his name is, that version of Cuckoo Bird, and that got me into old time music, and that got me into banjo playing, and that really made my life a lot better. And I listen to this record all the time, at least once or twice a week. So yeah, it's one of my favorite ones.
In the mountains so high.